Hello, my name is Mrs. McEwen, and welcome to grade 1. Today I have Mark with me. Mark, how old are you?
6.
Yeah, Mark is 6 years old. Well, today in class we are going to learn how to add and subtract simple numbers, as well as how to trace letters that are part of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, numbers like that. So first of all, to begin, we're going to start with tracing. So Mark, I have here for you a really cool sheet that's called I Know My Number Words. See? So here, just going to show the camera here. I know my number words. So as you can see at the bottom, there are different dice with different numbers on it, and it shows what number the child will be tracing in each column. So Mark, here you go. We're going to practice tracing each of the letters here that make up the word that goes with the numbers, with these numbers that are in the boxes below. So here I have a bunch of different pencil crayons. And they're all different colors. So Mark, why don't you choose whatever your favorite color is? And we're going to start by tracing the word 1. Is that your favorite one? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start in this column that says 1. All right, now as you can see, the word 1 is made up of 3 different letters, O, N, and E. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil crayon, and I want you, as best as you can, to try to trace over each letter and try to stay on top of the lines as best as you can, okay? So why don't you try a couple boxes of that? Good job. Try to stay on top of those lines as best as you can. Excellent. You just drew 1. Why don't we take a look here at Mark's excellent work? Here we go, 1. All right, why don't you pick a new color this time? You can use red if you want to. All right, so this time, why don't you actually try the next one in the next box, which is number 2. That one has 3 letters, T-W-O. There you go. Good job. Yeah, go slow and make sure that you stay on the lines as best as you can. Good job. All right, this time pick a new color because we're going to work on the number 3. Now, as you can see, 3 has more letters than 2 and 1. Can you count that for me, Mark? So I want you to take your finger, and I want you to count every letter and tell me how many letters there are in the word 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this time I want you to say the letters out loud. Can you do that for me? So can you count them again? But this time I want you to say each letter, or I want you to count out loud as you go through the letters.
1.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
3. 4.
Yeah.
5.
Good job. 5 letters. Okay, so pick your new color. What is it going to be? Green. All right, so I want you now to trace over each letter. So what letter is that, Mark?
T.
T. Good job. And the next one. Good. Now keep going to the end. Good job. Stay on top of those lines as best as you can. You're doing so good. Awesome. Now this time, now that you've done it, can you tell me what these letters are? Can you say them out loud, starting with the first one?
T. H.
Good job.
R.
Yes.
E.
Mm-hmm.
E.
Good work. And as you can see at the bottom here, there are 3 dots in a piece of dice, and that shows you what that word represents. 3. Just like the one before that has 2 dots, which represents 2. And then, of course, 1 at the end. Good job, Mark. That's great. Okay, so now I have another exercise for you. So here, on this piece of paper, as you can see, is the number 6. All right, so just like we did on the other paper, you're going to try to trace 6. But this time, Mark, I want you to try to trace it in between these lines. Yes, so for this one, you got to draw really big. But this time, you're going to try to draw smaller and trace over these small letters. And I want you to try to stay in between these 2 lines. So the one at the bottom and the one at the middle, in the middle. And you're going to have to do it a little smaller, but go slow. And try to stay on that line as best as you can. Good job. You're doing great. Good work. Why don't we show the camera how well you did? Look at that. Good job, Mark. Now, this time, as you can see, you don't have anything to trace. This time, it's just blank. And I want you to try to do your best and try to do those 3 letters. So S, I, and X, which make which spells 6. I want you to try to do it in the space here. And try to stay in between the lines, okay? Now, I don't know if the S resembles anything, but when I think of an S, I think of a snake. A wiggly snake. This is a friendly snake, don't worry. Yeah, because snakes are really curvy, right? And they're really long. And that's kind of what the S looks like, isn't it? And the I, when I see the I think of an ice cream cone. Because the bottom of the I here looks like it could be the cone, and the little dot could be a scoop of ice cream on the top. So, Mark, what kind of ice cream do you like? What's your favorite?
Reese's.
Yeah, okay, so you could have a scoop of Reese's on the top of your ice cream cone. And then at the end, 6, it ends in an X. Think of pirates, all right? What do pirates look for when they're searching for their treasure? An X that marks the spot, all right? So that could be like a pirate X. So I want you now to pick a new color and try to see if you can trace it in the space next to the one you just did. All right, that's a great color, blue. All right, so start with that S. Remember, it's like a wiggly snake. Good job. And now the I with that, what was it, Reese's on the top? Very good. I like your little dot for the ice cream scoop. And an X. Good. Why don't we show what Mark did? Look at that. Good job. That was without tracing the words. That looks great. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. This time, Mark, we're going to do some adding of numbers. All right, so today I have a bunch of different things here. I've got some some paper clips that are all different colors, right? Your red is in there and blue, some of the favorite colors that you chose. I also have some blocks here today, all right, that we're gonna use for counting. And then of course the pencil crayons. All right, so first of all, why don't we start with the pencil crayons since they're nice and big? All right, I'm going to give you, why don't you pick out 5 pencil crayons? Okay, you can pick out all those as well. Sure, okay. And then we'll put another, just a big group over here, nothing specific right now. All right, so Mark, we are gonna try to add 2 plus 4. Okay, these are both single digit numbers and they are between 1 and 5. So Mark, can you put these pencil crayons here? And I want you to try to pick out 2 of your favorite colors from that pile. All right, purple and pink, excellent. Now that's one group right there. So we're gonna keep that over there. Now pick another 4 for me. Good job, now keep that in a separate group, okay? So how many pencil crayons are in this group here?
4.
Good, and how many are in that one?
2.
2, right. So here, just for the camera, 2 plus 4, if you can see that. All right, so now I want you to try to add the 2 to the 4. Yes, by putting them together, you do add them up, but we're going to count them instead.
Oh.
Okay, so I want you to count that group. How many are in that group?
1, 2,
2, good. Now after 2, what comes next?
3.
3. So starting from 3, we're going to keep counting this group.
1.
All right, yes, 3, 4,
5,
6.
6.
Good job. So all together, this makes how many? What was that last number you just said?
6.
6. So 2 plus 4 equals?
6.
Good job. It does equal 6. All right. So now this time, let's try some different numbers, okay? This time, I want you to try to pick one pencil crayon. Good. Now put that over there in one group. Good. Now I want you to pick 5 more and keep them in a separate group. Good job. All right, let's take these away. Don't get kind of confusing. All right, so this time I want you to take the 5. So can you count each pencil crayon? Starting from 1. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. And what's 1 more than 5? What's after 5?
6.
6. So 5 plus 1 equals
6.
6. Yes, good job. You did it. Okay. So this time, let's try something a little different. I've got some blocks here, like I mentioned. All right, so I have, let's see here, find it. All right, I've got 2 blocks here that are the same number, so these are doubles. See? 3 and 3. All right, these are pretty cool. They're see-through. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add them together. All right, and I want you to try to tell me what the total amount is after you add 3 together with 3, or 3 plus 3. So again, you're going to start at 1.
1,
Let's keep them separate.
2,
2.
3.
Good. Now keep going from 3. Now the next.
4, 5.
That's it. What's after 5?
6.
6. So one group of 3 plus another group of 3 equals
6.
6. Yes. Very good.
That's
Good
old.
job.
I'm 6 years.
Yes, you are. Good. All right. So now this time what we're going to do is I've got, I have one group here of 4. See that? It's just a little square. 4. All right. And that's the only one I'm going to give you this time. Okay. So, so I want you to count how many blocks are in there.
1,
Yep.
2,
Good.
3,
Good.
4.
Now you have 4 blocks, right? But this time, I'm going to give you nothing.
Oh,
I'm not going to give you anything to add to it. Okay, so if I give you nothing, if I give you 0, what would be the total amount of what you have?
what's mean? 4.
4, that's right. So 4 plus 0, there's no other group here, equals, what's the total?
4.
4, exactly what you can see right here, just 4. Good job. All right, let's try some subtraction this time. So this time, instead of adding 2 groups together, we are going to take groups away. All right, I've got some cool paper clips here that we're going to use. So these are neat. So Mark, why don't you pick out, why don't we start with all of them? All right. Yes, good job. So this time, it's going to bring up this whiteboard here. You are going to subtract 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4. Look at these numbers here, Mark. We're going to have a group of 6, and then we're going to take away, Mark, look at the picture. We're going to take away 4, okay? All right. So that means your number is going to be smaller. All right, so why don't you pick out 6 paper clips? Good Good job. All right, count how many you have just to make sure is 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good job. All right, so that's one group. Let's keep that separate. Now let's make another group of, what number is this?
4.
4, right.
4.
Good. Yes, let's get rid of those 4. So there are your two groups, 6 and 4. Okay, so good. We've got two groups. We've got a group of 6 and a group of 4. But what we want to do is we want to take away 4 from that group, from the bigger group.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4.
Those are the 4. Okay, take them away. Just slide them over. Good. Now that you took away 4 from your total amount, which was 6, what do you have left? Can you count that?
It's 2.
2, that's right. So you had 6 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You took away 1, 2, 3, 4, which leaves you with two paper clips. Yes, good job. So look at my board again. 6 take away 4 equals, shout it out.
2.
2, that's right. Good job. All right, let's try another number. Why don't we do, so this time pick a total of 6. Good, so count out 6 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good. All right. Now, I only want you to take away 1. So pick 1, maybe what color you don't like very much, yeah, and take it out of the group. Whichever one you want. Sure. Okay, good. Now how many do you have? Let's count it up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, almost. How about we separate it a little
5.
better?
It's 5.
5. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had 6. Here's that extra one. And we took away 1. Goodbye.
Use the other one.
Goodbye. Now how many do we have? 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of clean my board up here. All right, so 6, that's what we started with. Take away how many? Just 1,
1.
right? And what did that equal? Do you remember? Can you count it?
5.
5, that's right. Good job. 6, take away 1 equals 5. You did great. All right, let's try one more, okay? This time, let's try, let's actually try one where we only start with one group. So find 6 again, 6 of your favorite colors. Good job. All right, count it just to make sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, good work. Okay, so we have 6, but we only want to be left with 1 paper clip at the very end. Just 1. All right, so how many do you need to take away so that you are left with 1 little paper clip? All right, so why don't we move 1 paper clip over here, up here. How many do you have to take away so that you only have that little guy left? Take off all the others. That's right.
5.
5. So you only have 1 left. So, again, that's good job. So 6, take away 1. Oh, sorry.
What's going on?
My mistake. 6, take away 5. I have to write the 5 in. 5. 6, take away 5 equals 1. See? Let's take a look at this. There we go. I know, right? Let's try another one of those. It was a little tricky. Okay. This time, why don't we start with 6 again? Because 6 is such a great number. You were writing 6 earlier, and now we can do some subtraction with 6. Good. This time, Mark, we only want to have 3 left. So can you find 3 paper clips and separate them? Put them up at the top of the page. That's the group you want to have left. Now, how many do you need to take away to be able to have 3 left?
3.
3, that's right. You've got to take that other group away. Get rid of it. There you go. And now you have
3.
3 left. That's right. So 6, get my pen. 6, take away. Remember, that sign means take away.
Yeah.
3 equals, shout it out.
3.
3. Good job, Mark. And that's it. So you just learned how to add simple numbers together to make a bigger group, and how to take away numbers. Take away groups so you have a smaller number in the end, right? And you learned how to write letters that made words like 1, 2, 6, right? Good job, you did great. All right, well, that ends today's class. Mark, why don't you say goodbye to everybody? Bye. And time to go home.
Yes.